Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today for kid-friendly family yoga. And today we're going to be going on a pirate ship. So I'm really excited about you joining me for this adventure. So let's get started. So we're going to think of all of the things related to pirates and pirate ships. But the first thing that we're going to do is lay down and imagine. So we're going to lay on our backs and we're going to face the sky or the ceiling. We're going to have our palms facing up and let our feet fall out to either side. And we're going to start by taking deep breaths in and deep breaths out. So we're taking deep breaths in, filling the lungs all the way up, and deep breaths out, breathing all the air out. If you'd like to, you can close your eyes. And when we close our eyes, we're going to think about how comfortable we are right now, how happy we are right now. And we're going to let our imagination start to think about the type of pirate ship that we're going to be on. Maybe it's a wooden boat. Maybe it has really big sails. And I want you to think about your pirate ship. Is it going to be big or small? Are there going to be a lot of people on it with you, or is it just going to be you for our adventure today? I want you to think about the color of the ocean and the sky. And I want you to start to imagine what your pirate ship looks like. Then we're going to open our eyes. We're going to stretch our hands up to the sky, wiggle our fingers, make fists with our hands, push them up, 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 and then release the fists, wiggle our fingers. If our eyes have been closed, we can open them up now. We're wiggling our fingers. Let's stretch our hands. We're going to fold our fingers together and turn the palms out and up. Stretch them away as we stretch. Take a deep breath in, and when we breathe out, we're going to bring the arms next to the ears. Release the hands. And slide the feet next to each other. Flex the feet and push through the heels as you stretch up through the hands. If you'd like to lift up your hips, you can do that. Lift up the hips if that feels good. Nice. And then we're going to roll ourselves into a cannonball. So lift the head, wrap your arms around your knees and squeeze, bringing your forehead into your knees. Now we're a cannonball. Just like if we were jumping into the pool and yelling, "Cannonball!" Have you guys done that before? And then we're going to stretch out like a starfish. Arms and legs stretching out, but keep them up off the ground. Starfish. And then squeeze into a cannonball. Stretch out like a starfish. Nice job, and squeeze together like a cannonball. Stretch out like a starfish. Arms and legs are floating up. Nice job. Squeeze into a cannonball. And last time, stretch out like a starfish and squeeze into a cannonball. Good job, guys. We're going to drop our head down to the mat or to the floor. Put one hand on each knee, and we're going to rock from side to side first. Then we're going to make big circles with the knees. Make circles with the knees going in one direction. Rocking just like if we were rocking on a boat. And then we're going to make big circles with the knees going in the other direction, rocking just like if we were rocking on a boat. Nice job, everybody. We're going to bring our hands underneath our knees, And we're going to start rocking forwards and backwards. Rock all the way back and forwards a few times. And then rock up into a seated position. So the first thing that we're going to do today on our pirate ship is called boat pose. So we're going to make the shape of a boat with our body, and I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what that looks like. So we're sitting on the ground. We're not curving back and sitting on our tailbone. We're sitting up straight if we can, rolling our shoulders back and down. Come to your toes and walk the toes in towards the body. Walk the toes in close to the body. And then maybe you can flex the feet and lift the feet up off the floor. Can you lift the feet up off the floor? Nice job. If you can't, that's okay. You can leave your toes right here on the ground. If you can lift your feet up, squeeze your knees together, that's good. If you want to grab the ankles and bring the legs straight out or all the way straight, you can. And you can notice we're making a boat right now. We are the boat. So I want you to reimagine that boat, the pirate ship that you were going into. We're going to bend the knees, clasp opposite elbows, walk the feet in really close to the body, and drop the forehead down. Get a nice stretch here. And then lift up the head. We're going to walk the feet out. We're going to do that one more time. So sitting up straight and tall, coming to the toes, walk the feet in close to the body. Maybe the feet float up off the ground. Maybe they don't. That's okay. Whatever happens, happens. And we can hold it here, squeezing the knees, or we can hold onto the ankles and straighten the legs. Or bend the knees. If we fall back, that's okay. Sometimes we'll roll back, we can roll forward again. And from here, we're gonna take a few deep breaths, imagining ourselves on our pirate ship. Nice job. Drop the feet down and walk them in. Now let's do a couple of pirate stretches so that we can be nice and limber to sail the high seas. So let's stretch the arms up as we take a deep breath in and stretch the arms down. Stretch the arms up and stretch down. And one more deep breath in, stretch up and deep breath out. Stretch down. Nice job. We're going to turn the head to the side. Line the chin up with the shoulder. Drop the chin to the shoulder. Drag the chin across the chest. And inhale, look out to the opposite side. Line up the chin with the shoulder. Breathe out, drop the chin to the shoulder. Drag the chin across the chest and breathe in, look out over the shoulder. Breathe out, look down. Drag the chin across the chest. Breathe in, look out to the side one more time. When you breathe out, look down and drop the chin all the way down. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your neck as you breathe in and out. And then lift the head. We're going to roll our shoulders a few times. So take a deep breath in, roll the shoulders forward and up to the ears. Breathe out, roll back and down. Breathe in, roll forward and up. Breathe out, roll back and down. And one more breath in. And breathe out, roll back and down. And we're going to reverse the motion. We're going to make sure that there's room on our shoulders for a nice parrot that comes later. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back and up to the ears. Exhale, roll forward and down. Inhale, roll back and up. Exhale, roll forward and down. And one more inhale. And exhale, forward and down. Nice job, everybody. Let's make our way to standing. So let's come to a nice standing up position. We're gonna stand all the way up and we're gonna stretch our arms up and stretch up onto our toes. Can you stretch up onto your toes? A little bit. Nice job. And then we're gonna stretch our arms out. We're gonna come flat down to our feet and the arms come down. Let's try that one more time. Stretch the arms up. We're gonna stretch up to our toes. And stretch the arms out and down. We're gonna come flat onto our feet. I'm starting to remind us of a bird as we flap our wings. We're gonna stretch up and come up to our toes. We're stretching really tall. And then breathe out. Stretch the arms down. So we're gonna do a parrot pose now because a pirate always has a parrot on the shoulder. So we're gonna flap our wings out to the side and we're gonna make circles with the wings and then circles with the wings going in the other direction, just small circles. And then we're gonna flap our wings down. Flap your wings all the way up to the top and flap them out to the side. Make big flaps and then make small circles going forward and small circles going backward. Nice. We'll flap the wings down, flap the wings all the way up, flap them out to the side, and this time we're going to make big circles with our wings. With our colorful parrot wings, we're making big circles, and let's make big circles going in the other direction, going backwards. Nice. Let's flap our wings all the way down. Good job. Our wings are tired, aren't they? So let's shake them out a little bit. Shake out the arms. Nice. Let's bring our arms out to the sides, and your feet can be next to each other, or they could be a little bit apart, straight down from the hips. So whatever feels good for you. You can have your feet next to each other or a little bit apart. And we're going to come back to our parrot pose with our arms out to the side. We're going to turn all the way to one side. Turn and look behind you. We're going to turn back to center, turn to the opposite side and look behind you. Turn back to center, turn and look behind you. And turn back to center, turn and look behind you. Nice job. We're gonna flap the parrot arms down and we're going to do a pose that I like to call pirate with a peg leg. So do you know those movies with the pirate that have one wooden leg and one regular leg? So we're gonna do pirate with a peg leg right now. So we're gonna leave one foot flat on the ground and have the toes spread out wide, and we're gonna imagine putting all of our energy and our focus into that leg. The other leg is gonna float up and lift up, and we're gonna hold on to that knee. So we can just hold outside that knee and focus your eyes on something either across from you on the wall or on the ground in front of you, something that's not moving, so that you can keep very stable as you stand on one leg here. Nice job. And then we're going to bring our hand to our hip and bring the knee, out to the side. Good job. So we have our one human leg and we have our peg leg over here because we're a pirate. Today, we're going to bring the knee back to center and drop it down. Nice job. Take a big inhale up. And when we exhale, we're going to come all the way down, bend forward, fold all the way forward. And let the arms dangle and rock and move from side to side. And then sway the body back and forth. Bend the knees and gently roll up. Roll the shoulders back and down the spine. Nice job. So let's balance on our other pirate leg. So let's do pirate with the peg leg on the other side. So I was balancing on my right side. I'm going to move to my left side. So I'm going to lift up the toes and plant them on the ground. Lift up the heel and plant it on the ground and get really comfortable bringing the weight to the left side. And my right knee just kind of bends and gently begins to float up. And there is my peg leg. I'll flex the foot, I'll pull the knee with my hands, and I'll push on the hands with my knee, and that should help me stay balanced. But we're on a pirate ship, so if we fall over, it must be because of all the waves. We're going to bring our left hand to our left hip and go ahead and turn the knee out to the left-hand side. So we have our human leg and our peg leg over here. That's right. And then we'll bring our knee back to center and drop it down. Good job. We're gonna scoot our feet out, spread them apart from each other. Toes are slightly pointed in, heels are slightly pointed out. We're gonna inhale the arms up, exhale the arms out to the side, and we're gonna come halfway down. So if we're pirates and we're on a ship, we're gonna lift up and look for another ship. And if we see another pirate ship is coming, we're gonna duck halfway down with a flat back and arms out to the side. Inhale, look up. Let's look for another ship. Can you look for another ship? And then if we see one, we're gonna duck halfway down. And then we're gonna lift up, look for another ship, look for another ship, and if we see one, we're gonna duck halfway down. Very nice. Now from here, maybe we saw a lot of pirate ships. So we're gonna come to our knees, and we're gonna have to decide if those pirate ships are friendly or not. So let's say another ship pulled up close to us and they are saying, we're friends, we want to board your ship, so we have to decide. So we'll have a gate that our friends get to come through. So we're going to come to our knees, facing forward. We're going to lift one leg and stretch it out to the side. We're keeping that knee straight and the toes on the ground, but if we get cramps, we can lift up the toes, so you can do what feels good for your body. We're gonna place the hand just above the knee facing up. We'll inhale the other hand up, and right now the gate is open, so anybody can walk through. But if we see a scary pirate that we don't want to let on our ship, we're gonna close the gate by leaning to the side, and we're blocking the entrance. So right now we're closing the gate, we're blocking the entrance from dangerous pirates that aren't our friends. And now we're watching that ship sail away, and instead a friendly pirate ship comes. So we can open the gate, stretching one arm up. And then when they leave and another scary pirate ship comes, we'll close the gate. We only want to let our friends in. Inhale, we're going to open the gate. And then we're going to close the gate one last time on this side. We're going to inhale, come all the way up, release that arm down. and come to our knees. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So our knees are on the ground. We're gonna lift the other leg and point it directly out to the side. Toes can be down on the mat or lifted up if we get cramps in our calves. Our hand is facing up. It's going just above the knee. We'll inhale, stretch the left arm up, and the gate is open, but if we see a scary pirate ship, I know you know what to do. We're gonna close the gate. So our bottom hand slides down the leg as we lean all the way to the side. And then when we see friendly pirates, we inhale, open the gate. And when we see scary pirates, we close the gate. And when we see friends, we open the gate and let them in. And when we're being very careful, we'll close the gate. Nice job. Inhale up and exhale that arm down. Good job, guys. So there's another thing that happens on pirate ships. I bet you know what it is. Have you ever heard the term walk the plank? Have you heard that term before, walk the plank? And what does that mean? It means that they're walking on a wooden board. A board is a plank. And so today we're gonna be the plank. Nobody can walk on us, but we're gonna be a plank today. So we're gonna come to our knees and our hands. So we're coming to our hands and our knees. Our wrists are beneath our shoulders and our knees are beneath our hips so that we're in a nice straight line. And first we're gonna start with half plank because this can be sometimes difficult. So we're gonna lift the right foot, straighten the leg, bring the toes to the mat, and kick the heel away from you. At the same time, we're making our tummies very, very strong. We're tightening the muscles in our tummies, and we're looking down at the ground between our hands. And this is a half plank. And then we're gonna drop the knee. And then we're gonna do it on the other side. So stretching the left leg out, pushing the heel away. We're making our tummies very, very strong and tight. And we're looking down between the hands. This is a nice half plank. We're gonna relax, bend the knee, and come back to center. Now you can do the same thing on both sides, doing first one foot and then the other foot, or if you want to join me in trying a full plank, then we can do that together. So we're going to step the right foot back, we're going to put the weight into the right toes, and then we're also going to step the left foot back. We're keeping our hips up, we're keeping our tummies really strong, and we're looking between our hands. And this is a plank position. It's pretty hard if we hold it for a long time. So we're only gonna hold it for a little while, and then we're gonna drop one knee and then the other knee. We'll stretch the arms up, gently lean back. We're stretching all those muscles that we were keeping tight before. And then we'll come back to center, back to our hand and knee posture, our tabletop posture. And we'll try that one more time. So let's start with the right side. Straighten the leg, press the toes on the ground and press the heel away from the body. Stretch it away. Take a few deep breaths here. And then drop that knee. Switch sides. Straighten the left leg. Push the heel away from the body. Deep breaths in and out. And then drop it down. And you can do the same thing. 1 and 1, switching sides. Or if you want to join me, we can straighten one leg, kick the heel away from you, tighten the stomach, press into both hands. Bring both feet back and away. Push the heels away from the body and take deep breaths here. Good job, guys. Drop the knees down. And we're gonna inhale, stretch up and lean back. We're stretching all of those muscles that we were keeping really tight. And then come back to center. So we're gonna do a tabletop posture here because every pirate gets hungry and has to eat, right? So we're gonna keep our back very flat even if we rock from side to side because we're on the ocean. So go ahead and rock from side to side, to the left side and to the right side. Just rock back and forth, trying to keep your balance. And we're keeping our back very straight so the dinner plates don't fall off and so the cups don't spill over. And now if the ship turns, we're gonna rock backwards and forwards. Can you rock backwards and forwards? We're still trying to keep our back very, very straight. And then the ship turned again. We're gonna rock from side to side. And then the ship turns again. We rock from backwards to forwards. And then the ship is in a whirlpool. We're gonna rock all the way around in a circle because we're caught in a whirlpool. And then we're gonna spin in the other direction. The boat is trying to turn and get out of the whirlpool. Now we're going in the other direction. And then we're coming back to center because we made it out, and we're gonna sit back on our feet. Stretch our arms out in front of us, bring our foreheads to the mat, and take a few deep breaths because we made it. Phew! Nice work, everybody. We made it out of the whirlpool. That was very, very good. Let's find our way onto our stomachs because a very famous pirate had a pet alligator. I think you might know who I'm talking about. Hook. Captain Hook had a pet alligator. So we're gonna do alligator pose in just a minute, but before we do alligator pose, we're gonna do bow pose. So we're gonna do half bow, and full bow, and we're also gonna do alligator in between. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started. We're gonna bring our chin to the mat, and I want you to do all of this with your chin on your mat or the floor. Even if I turn my head to talk to you, I want you to try to keep your chin on the mat. So keeping your chin on the mat, we're gonna bend the right leg. Grab the right foot and pull that foot close into the body. We're stretching the leg as we pull the foot into the body. And then we're gonna stretch the left arm out and kick the right foot back. We're trying to lift that knee up off the floor. We're pulling with the hand and kicking with the knee and kicking with the foot. And we're trying to lift that knee up. If we can't lift it up, it's okay. But we're just trying because we're using those muscles. We're gonna drop it down. Good job. Release the foot. And we're gonna bend the other foot. We're gonna reach back with the left hand to grab the left foot. Remember, the chin's on the ground, and we're gonna pull that foot close into the body. Pull the foot close into the body. Inhale and exhale. Nice job, everybody. And then we're gonna reach the right arm forward. We're gonna try to keep our chin down and kick the left foot back. We're gently lifting the knee. We're pulling with the hand, we're kicking with the foot, we're gently lifting the knee up off the ground. Big inhales and big exhales here. We're remembering to breathe the whole time, and then we'll drop the knee, drop the arm, and drop the leg. Now it's time for alligator pose. So we're gonna turn both feet towards each other. Our toes are facing each other, and our heels are going in the opposite way from each other. We're bringing our arms down to the mat next to the body, and we're gonna bring one ear to the mat and take a few deep breaths. We're gonna come back to center, bring the chin back to the mat. We're gonna bend both knees, hold on to the top of the feet or the ankles, and kick with the feet as we pull with the hands. We're lifting the chest and lifting the knees, if we can, coming into bow pose, creating a bow. And not an arrow, just a bow. Very nice. We're gonna drop all the way down. Drop the knees. We're gonna come back to alligator pose. So toes turn in and heels are turning out. Palms face up and arms are down next to the body. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths here in alligator pose. This is one of my favorite poses. So relaxing. All right. We're gonna come back to center. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. We're gonna come to a hand and knee posture. So we're coming back to that tabletop posture. So coming back to tabletop, we're gonna tuck the toes. And we're gonna bring the hips up to the ceiling as we come into downward dog, because every good pirate should have a dog on board. So we're coming to downward dog. We're looking up at the belly button. We're pushing the floor away from us with our hands. And then we're gonna come back to our knees. We're gonna drop our hips down close to our hands. Arch the back and look up at the sky. We're looking for rain. But the sky looks clear. So we're gonna come to a comfortable seated position. We'll come to a comfortable seated position. And we were doing bow before. Now we're gonna do bow and arrow. So we're gonna reach forward for our toes. If you can't touch your toes, you can hold on to your ankles or your shins, but we're gonna reach for our toes. And if we can reach our toes, we're gonna bend one knee and pull that foot back by the ear. Bow and arrow. We're gonna stretch that foot and put it down and switch sides. Bow and arrow on the other side. Stretch and put it down. Bend the other knee, bow and arrow. Stretch and put it down. Bend the other knee, bow and arrow. Stretch and put it down. Good. All right. Now we've made our way to land. So we have to row to shore because we think we buried treasure here. So let's row to shore with our legs out. We're gonna grab our oar. We're gonna twist to one side as we stroke and twist to the other side as we stroke, twist and stroke, twist and stroke. Look in the distance. Do you see the island? I see it. Let's keep rowing. Twist and stroke. And we're here. Let's take a big stretch because we rowed so much. Deep breath in, deep breath out. We're gonna stretch forward and reach for our toes. Deep breath in, stretch up. Deep breath out, reach forward. Nice job. And now we're gonna dig for buried treasure. So let's come to a standing position. And we're gonna have our hands together with our fingers crossed. And we're gonna bend forward and dig, sweeping to one side. Bend forward and dig, sweeping to the other side. So our feet are about 2 feet apart. We're coming down with a flat back, bend forward, sweep to one side to dig, reach up and inhale, exhale, bend forward, sweep to the other side to dig. Bend forward, dig, bend forward, dig, and we'll do that one more time. Big inhale, stretch up, exhale, bend forward, and dig, and bend forward, and dig. Oh, we found it. We found the chest. So we're gonna open it up, and what's inside? It's a very special treasure just for you. So what's your favorite thing? Is it chocolate? Is it, I don't know, what's in there? You tell me. What's the treasure full of? I hope it's something that you love. All right, we did a lot today. Oh my goodness, we're so tired, aren't we? Well, now that we're sitting on the desert island, it's time to eat dinner. We had a very rocky lunch when the table was moving around a lot, so we're gonna roast fish over an open fire. So let's first go fishing. So we're gonna come to a comfortable cross-legged position. We're gonna stretch our arms up and we're going to cast our rod and reel it in. Stretch your arms up, cast your rod, and reel it in. No fish yet. Inhale, stretch up, the hands are together. Exhale, cast your rod, reel it in. Did you catch a fish? I didn't catch one yet. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, cast your rod. Oh, I caught one. That's one fish for dinner. Let's get 2. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, cast your rod. And last time, inhale, stretch up, exhale, cast your rod, and there's another fish. So we have 2 fish. So let's do fish pose. So fish pose is a fun pose. We're gonna come on to our backs. We're gonna slide our hands under our bums. And we're going to slide the hands forward as we tilt the head back, and we're going to bring the crown of our head to the floor. If we can reach, we're going to puff out our chest and take deep breaths. So puff out your chest, drop your head back, and take deep breaths with me. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, fill up the lungs, and breathe out. And one more deep breath. And one more breath out. Good job, everybody. We're gonna drop onto our backs and we're going to come back to how we started, on our backs, facing the sky, and we'll take a few deep breaths together, remembering our silly day as pirates. So here we are, relaxing on our backs. We're gonna take a deep breath in, squeeze the whole body together tight into a ball. And exhale, breathe out. Drop the hands and the legs and the feet and the arms. Breathe in, make fists with your hands and your feet. Tighten all your muscles, breathe out and relax. Breathe in, stretch your hands and arms, stretch your feet and your toes and your legs and everything. Exhale. Drop all the way down. I want you to find a very comfortable position on your back. where you can relax. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As we breathe in and out, we're going to remember our silly day as pirates. So we're going to bring to mind what our ship looked like. Maybe it was a wooden ship with big sails. What color were your sails? Maybe the ocean was a beautiful green or blue color. And what color was the sky? Think of all of the colors of all of the things that you saw today. And we're going to remember that nice parrot that sat on our shoulder. We're going to remember standing on one leg and trying to keep our balance. We're going to remember when we were having lunch and the table was rocking all over the place. We're going to remember our pet alligator too. We're going to remember making our way to the desert island and digging for our very, very special buried treasure. What a fun day we had, and now our bellies are full of fresh baked fish cooked over an open fire. And I know my treasure was full of chocolate, so I also got to have dessert. A nice chocolate treasure chest dessert. And then we're going to relax and go to sleep at the end of a long pirate day. We're going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And take a few moments here to relax at the end of our pirate adventure today. Now that we're completely relaxed and we had so much fun, we're gonna wiggle our fingers and toes and stretch and begin to wake up. So let's roll over onto one side and curl up into a ball and just relax here for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're gonna come to a comfortable seated position and cross our legs and look around. Here we are, we're back home, and we'll take a few deep breaths together. So take a big inhale, sweep your arms up, breathe out, and sweep your arms down. Breathe in, sweep up, breathe out, sweep down, and one more deep breath in and out. Nice job. Thank you for joining me, all of my friends who have joined me for our pirate adventure today. And if you are able to pay for this class, you can do so going to paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. I greatly appreciate you supporting my small business and joining me on this pirate adventure. I'll see you next week. Bye.